Chismosas, if you guys love the tea on Cristian Nodal, well, stay tuned because it looks like the girls are fighting. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, well, let me just tell you. Among the million other dramas that Nodal is in right now, well, apparently he started picking a fight with Emiliano Aguilar, who just so happens to be Pepe Aguilar's eldest son. Now, this tea is piping, so sit down, grab some popcorn, and let's get into what happened. Now, here's the tea. So Emiliano just recently got into it with the rest of his family because he has been posting these videos on TikTok where basically he sits down and he just asks a random question that is really not so random. It kind of has a lot to do with his family, but they're directitas to the Aguilars. Now, in his recent video, he posted a question being like, how do you feel about all of these people that say that they are proud to be here legally? Now, obviously, we know that was an directita to Angela and to Pepe because they were just talking about being legal and all that shit in their concert. And for the most part, they had stayed quiet about it because he just keeps posting things like this, but he never actually mentions their name. But recently, it looks like they decided to be petty and they use this dog account that they have for Pepe's dog, and they put him in front of this background that looks exactly like Emiliano's background for all the questions that he posts on TikTok. And they put, les tengo una pregunta. I have a question for you guys, which is obviously how Emiliano starts his video. Now, side by side, we could see this is the exact same background, and they really didn't even try to pretend like they weren't throwing jabs at him. And they wouldn't have said anything about it if it wasn't for those meddling kids that were in the comments like, yo, this is messed up, why you doing this? And they went to Emiliano with the cheese. So Emiliano obviously got pissed off, and he posted this photo of his family with all of the like faces being the pug that is Pepe's dog, and he's basically clapping back at his family for being so petty. Now, after this whole thing went down, looks like Nodal decided that he didn't have enough things on his own plate, and he decided to DM Emiliano Aguilar about the whole drama. And he went off on him. He called him an effing P word. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And he goes on and be like, oh, stop talking about pew-pews and those things in your songs. Worry about making a career for yourself, not about the parodies that you're worrying about online. And he calls him a freeloader and says that Emiliano's ex went to Angela Aguilar's concert asking for money. Now, Emiliano clapped back and he was like, how does it feel like to be so hated? I've been there and now it's your turn, so deal with it. And then he sent him this little gif of him. And girl, did I laugh, because that is about how tall Nodal is, for real, for real. Now, I'm not really sure why Nodal decided to get into it with Emiliano, because the actual family, the Aguilars, they put out this whole publication where they're basically saying like, oh, you know, sorry for posting that. It wasn't even our fault. We don't run our social media. We have a team that does that, and they posted it. And then under the same breath, they're saying, yeah, well, you know, we didn't post it, but yeah, our brother made us mad because he's talking all this ish and blah, blah, blah. And they basically apologize without apologizing, but still, like, I don't know why Nodal tiene velo en este entierro, because it doesn't make any sense. But I don't know, maybe he was just bored, I'm not sure, but Emiliano is posting all the receipts, and Emiliano is not holding back, and he's posting screenshots about everything. Now, some people were saying that it wasn't true, that it was photoshopped, and blah, blah, blah. But Emiliano even posted proof that it was for sure the account that is Nodal. So we all know that Nodal apparently doesn't have enough on his plate, so he wants to get into this. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on here, but obviously Emiliano's coming out looking a lot better than everybody else, and he's getting even more famous with this. So do with this what you will, but I'm very curious to know what you guys think about this. Let me know down below in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow for more gossip, cheese, and all things tea.